Hello, it's Andy. I'm back doing another slightly outdated tag. The problem is I see all these great tags going around all the time and I want to fill them, but I'm super late to the game in terms of booktubes, so we're just going to brush over that and go ahead and do the book courtship tag. First up we have Initial Attraction, a book you bought based on the cover, and for that I'm going with A Natural History of Dragons. Not only is this front part beautiful, but the cover art actually extends all around to the back so you can see the dragon becoming more skeletal. And it's just so unbelievably beautiful. I had to buy this book, and it ended up being really good. First Impressions, a book you bought because of the synopsis, and for that I'm going with Monstrous. I'm just going to read you the last little section of the synopsis here. Reminiscent of Frankenstein and the Tales of the Brothers Grimm, this debut novel by Marcy Kate Connolly stands out as a compelling original story that has the feel of a classic. How do you not buy something that is said to be a mix between Frankenstein and Brothers Grimm fairy tales? How do you not? Sweet Talk, what book has beautiful writing? And for that I'm going with Joy for Beginners by Erica Bauermeister? While I was reading this book, I actually just marked a bunch of pages in it because there was such beautiful passages about just what it means to be a friend or a romantic partner, and it was just really charming. Also, I bought this at the Dollar Tree, so very good find. Your First Date, what is a book in a series that made you eager to read the rest? For that, I'm going with The Good Old Lightning Thief, because not only did this make me super excited to read the rest of Percy Jackson, but it also started the very long book affair I've had with Rick Riordan. I buy everything he puts out, and it's all thanks to this little book. A Late Night Phone Call, what book had you staying up all night to read it? And of course, my answer for this is Winter. It couldn't not be Winter, because I have to talk about Lunar Chronicles every time I make a video. Winter was not only a great conclusion for this series, but it's also one of the best conclusions I've read just generally. It was absolutely phenomenal. Topping in at 823 pages, I could not put this down. What's a book that's always on your mind? And right now, that's been Miss Marvel. First of all, this is volume 1 and the cover's freaking amazing, so I just need to point that out. But Miss Marvel has been constantly on my mind lately as I continue to read through these. They're absolutely amazing, and they're just the kind of thing where I don't know why everyone isn't reading this, because not only is it just a great comic book, I honestly feel like it's some of the best literature being published right now. So if you haven't read Miss Marvel, for the love of God, read it! Also, the title pages are pink, which I really love because, she's a badass and cute and girly, and those aren't contradictions. What? Number 7, Getting Physical. What's a book that you love the feeling of? And for this, I'm gonna go with the Brothers Grimm edition that I have. This is a collector's edition, so I feel like it's kind of cheating, but it's this beautiful, sort of suede finish, and it has the matte pictures and then the glossy writing, and it's just so soft and wonderful. I just love it. Number 8, Meeting the Parents. What's a general recommendation you give out? And for that, I'm gonna go with Nimona. I talked about this a little bit in my Comics for Beginners video, and actually said it was my general recommendation there. I know so many people that get turned away from comics and graphic novels because they think it's nothing but big explosions and girls in bikini armor, and they're not gonna like it. But this is one of the most charming stories I've ever read, comic book or otherwise, and I just think everybody should give it a read. And last up, Thinking to the Future. What is a book you're going to want to reread? And for that, I am going with The BFG. Not only was this one of my absolute favorite books growing up, but there's a really creepy looking movie coming out for it soon, which I'm incredibly excited about, so I will definitely be giving this a reread quite soon. And that was the book courtship tag. If anybody else is late to the party and wants to do this, just consider yourself tagged like I did and do it anyway. Alrighty, hopefully you enjoyed that video, and I will see you next time. Aw, I was trying to make a thumbnail and I got lip gloss on Percy Jackson. That's my life.